Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at unexpected blessings in your life that are coming for you. But before we begin, I just want to talk about the sea sediment jasper. This is like not a sales segment or anything. This is just passing on my experience to you. It's not even on my shop. It's a bracelet that I bought a long time ago. It's the, as mentioned, sea sediment jasper, and today I had a rough morning. There were many things that happened and I had to like sit down and like de-stress. And so after some time of the regular routines that I do to calm myself down, I felt drawn to this bracelet. I put it down and I kid you not, I instantly felt relieved. I instantly felt like a wind down, and I felt like everything is okay. And so I was so curious. I googled the sea sediment jasper, and you won't believe it. This is actually what it helps with. It helps with the removal of negative energy and stress. And so tried and tested myself. The sea sediment jasper is a crystal that genuinely helps with that. If you have one in your home and whenever you feel stressed, I highly recommend you hold it. If you have a bracelet, put it on. It genuinely helps right away. Okay, so that was just like advice of something I tested. Love to share that with you. And let's begin your reading. If you want to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find the timestamp to that down in the description box. Otherwise, we will be drawing out 3 cards. I feel like these moved for a reason. 3 cards for this reading, and you can also pick your piles using your crystals. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile number 3. Right, so for pile number 1, you have the card Sing. Oops, there we go. For pile number 2, you have the pile Stand. And for pile number 3, you have the card Rebirth. If you prefer to pick your piles using crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the white agate. For pile number 2, you have the malachite. And for pile number 3, you have the Goldstone. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, perhaps today you feel drawn to all of the piles. It is really all up to how you feel when you look at your piles, what your intuition is saying. Perhaps there are more things, many things that are destined to change or come as a blessing for you in your life at the moment. So yeah, trust your intuition. And once you're ready, you will find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. In a moment, I am about to assign different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. And after the shuffling, in a moment, I will be drawing out 4 zodiac signs for each pile. Oh, I have 2 stuck in my hands. Let's take them. So for pile number 1, the signs are Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, and Leo. For pile number 2, the signs are Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Cancer. As for pile number 3, the signs are Scorpio, Gemini, Pisces, and Aries. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I, of course, highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your piles using another placement altogether in your chart, please feel free to do that as well. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at an unexpected blessing that is coming towards you. Let's check out what that is. But first, let me introduce your pile to you very quickly. Your crystal is the beautiful white agate. Your significator card is the Sing card. Okay, it looks like it's that one. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile, are Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, and Leo. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so let's put them to the side and check out what your oracle cards are first. So you have Sing. You have Receive Your Blessings. What are the odds? Oh my God. Okay. So I think you definitely have a surprise blessing coming in because they're singing the Christmas carols here in Slavic culture. So yeah, just like a Christmas present, you don't know what you're going to get. I really feel like you're receiving a huge surprise in your life. So you've got the second house, wow, with material goods. So it's something of a material in nature, maybe even specifically money. So it says money, values, security, work ethic, income, expenses, career, possessions, budgeting, assets, financial stability, and personal finances. And you have the 4th house with welcome. I see a lot of stability here with financial stability in the 2nd house, and the 4th house is also stability and safety. So you have family roots with home, of course, family roots, foundations, emotions, femininity, mother, domestic comfort, feeling at home, ancestors, property, and family values. All right, so we have great clues so far. You have the bat and hellebore with intuition. Again, the bat with the idea that it cannot see. I definitely can tell that you do not see this surprise or blessing coming. You have the moon in Scorpio with power. Oh, I can't wait to explore this for you. So, let's shuffle your deck, your tarot deck. This way we'll fully understand what your reading is showing us. What is your unexpected blessing that is showing up in your life? My dear pile number 1. Let's find out. So, right off the bat, you've got the Death card. So a huge transformation is coming up. With the pomegranate, of course, I feel like it's coming out of, representing the underground. I feel like it's popping out of nowhere. I really feel you will stand in shock like that and go, from where did this come from? Where? How did this happen? I did not see this coming. So a huge transformation because of this blessing. And you've got the my apologies. You've got the 4 of Cups. You can see the 4 of Cups here. The cat's like pushing something out. So I feel that this surprise or this blessing will allow you to easily push something out of your life that was unsatisfactory for you. You get to like, you see the attitude of this card is really drawn so well. It gives you that energy. You kind of feel this cat is carelessly pushing that cup out of the table. So I feel the same thing. I feel like you also have intuition. I did see intuition right there, and the cat is a representation of intuition, but we'll see what that means in a moment. But what I'm trying to say is that soon you will find yourself pushing something out of your life that was unsatisfactory for you. You have the 8 of Cups, again, that idea of walking away from that cup that wasn't emotionally fulfilling. Letting go of something that wasn't emotionally fulfilling. You have the 8 of Wands. You can see a huge ritual here. That's very, very similar to the Sing card. I'm getting ideas, but I need to see the last card. And you've got the Knight of Wands. It's interesting. You've got something about community here. You see, here it looks like a witch coven and they're making the fire stronger. Here in Slavic traditions, you can see the singers. I think they're called Kolodari, if I remember correctly. Kolodari? Yeah, I think. And they are a group of singers who sing at Christmas Eve Christmas carols, because they believe that as they sing together, just like the fire here, they grant blessings for the whole town, and also they ward off any evil spirits or negative energy. So I don't know. I think you and a group of like-minded people, your energies together is really making the energy heightened, and perhaps even without you guys knowing, you are warding off each other's energies, and your energies are making one huge impact on your life. The Knight of Wands here is on the phone. So maybe you have like a WhatsApp group. I know this might sound crazy, but just hold up. Like a WhatsApp group, or maybe you guys are spiritual. Maybe you're part of like any type of interactive spiritual community or something that's really heightening this energy for you. And it could be in your real life. Maybe you're part of such a positive group and your energies together are really creating such high frequency. You feel safe together with the 4th house. And whether you realize it or not, your energies together are creating a lot of power. And that's why you have intuition here. Intuition. And this collective energy is transforming things for you and everyone around you. This transformation is big. For you, specifically, it is leading to much material wealth that is increasing exponentially for you, and is allowing you to drop something in your life that was really unsatisfying. Like, so maybe in your work, you're getting like a great bonus, for example, or your salary is increasing and you get to drop like a place that you live that you didn't like, or maybe you're getting another job that pays better So you get to drop an unsatisfactory one. In any case, I know this will manifest differently for everyone watching, but the main energies here is that you will be getting a lot of unexpected money coming in. This is not like a one-time thing, unless it's huge, because I see with the death card, it's a huge transformation. It's not like one thing. It could be a one-time thing that allows you to get something or do something that transforms your life forever. So in any case, this is a huge amount of money coming in, either consistently or one huge lump sum. It will allow you to take a big action that changes your life, or will be changing your life, allowing you to leave something unsatisfactory. This is exactly what I see. Knight of Wands is the card of excitement, indulging in the things that you love, having an exciting life, going after the things that you want, pursuing the things that you want. So all in all, I feel like the money that's coming in is making you feel safe. It's allowing you to drop things that you don't like. And most importantly, I see you living a very exciting life, indulging a little bit or maybe a lot in doing things that you really love. So I love this for you, my dear pile number 1. How about we get another tarot deck? Let's change things up a little bit and see what type of other energies it gives us in the second row. Okay, so let's get more information about this blessing for pile number 1, please. Wow, you've got the Devil card with conditioning. It's kind of like your energy, your energies together is unleashing the weaknesses and limitations that perhaps the new age or society has conditioned on you. I feel like there's a release and your power. So it's not that the group is giving you this power, it's that the group together, you're releasing that energy, that limiting negative energy. As you sing, the frequency increases, you cleanse almost, and it's allowing your own manifestation powers to increase. Okay, you have the Queen of Cups with receptivity, allowing you to receive something with the Queen of Cups that you really hoped for. So you're really hoping for something here. You're wishing you would get access to something. And with the DNA, it reminds me of Cassidus. There's a lot of healing, cleansing of energy. Just like the lotus rising from the mud and opening up clean and radiant, I feel you too as you are cleansing your energies through this collective group. The power is allowing for your own power to shine, allowing you to gain access to the very thing you are genuinely hoping for. You have the Fool card. You have the King of Swords with control. And you have the Sun card with innocence. That's interesting. The Fool card, obviously, you're starting anew here. We did see that with the Death card. It seems to me like because of this money, something is ending, and you're starting a new energy. You're starting anew. Let's discover about this new adventure that you're getting into. This adventure is going to feel safe, and you will have this in this new adventure. You will feel more in control of your life. Perhaps things were a little chaotic in the past. You didn't have a grasp on maybe your own life or one thing in your life. So with this new adventure, the best thing that you love about it are two things. That just control, as we just said, And the sun, as well as the King of Swords, this is illumination. So you feel like you can navigate this new adventure because you feel like you understand it. You feel like you excel easily at it with that type of intelligence towards it. You feel like you have a lot of information and you can make it happen. You feel shielded and sheltered. So in this new journey, you feel like nothing can harm you. You feel very safe in this new journey. And with the mantle, no, the cricket, you feel like you have the capability in your hands to take leaps upon leaps of progress and success. That sounds very interesting. Now that makes me curious. What is that blessing specifically? We've seen how you're going to feel. We've seen how it's changing your life. We understand, of course, that this is money specifically, or something materialistic that will give you freedom to leave something. So let's see what this blessing specifically is. I would love to get into more specifics. Actually, to do that, let me get the specific deck. This blessing, this money that's coming in, you can see here that it's finally releasing you from an attachment that you didn't like. Just like Persephone in the underworld, I feel like you're being released from something you don't like. That's very strong in your reading. So can we get more details on that, please? I know it's a general reading. Can we kindly get more details on that, please? So you have the devil card twice. Now we gotta stop there. There is an emphasis on the devil card here. It seems like you're in a toxic situation, a very difficult one. You're not stuck as in, you feel stuck, but it's not like stuck. You can leave anytime. But I feel like you have this feeling that, or something is making you feel like you must stay there. You need maybe financial stability for it or something, for financial needs or anything like that. In all, the devil here definitely is staring at us as like, yes, this is a toxic situation underground. You feel like you're not alive almost and stuck somewhere. So yeah, now the reading is becoming specific. It's talking about how you are stuck somewhere and you get the power to drop it because you can walk away with it now that you have this material win. Yeah, you see, the Hanged Man is definitely talking about how you are stuck somewhere that you don't want to be in. Now the Hanged Man is saying that you were stuck in this place. Do you see the legs always being stuck? You were definitely tied to a place or a person. But remember, the Hanged Man teaches us that we're tied in order to see a different perspective. Sometimes it is our own desires that are keeping us stuck, maybe, or our limited beliefs. It doesn't have to be just our desires. Here it's talking about limiting beliefs. Your limiting beliefs that's the only way maybe you can make money, or that's the only way you can have this person, or whatever this reading is talking about. The limiting belief with the sheep is you thinking something about yourself and who you are when it's really not. And I feel like the universe has been keeping you stuck there so you can see yourself for the first time. Understand that you're more than that or something. So, yeah, you were stuck there for a while. And that collective energy is helping you realize more who you are, as that negative air around you is being cleansed. You're more and more every day learning about who you are and what you can do. You have the High Priestess. You finally saw it. And the pomegranate is very strong here. You finally found and saw who yourself or you're about to. This is a huge deal because you represented yourself, or you misanalyzed who you are. That's why you have control right there. You saw yourself in one light before, and you're going to see yourself in a totally different light. Given that the pomegranate is a symbol of abundance, that's why I find it in the High Priestess as well. You felt that you were limited in how you can make money before. This unexpected blessing will show you how your mindset was super limiting and that you have the capability of creating abundance in your life. That's why you feel that you're in control. You feel, yes, I got this, I can run this, I can manage this, or something. Yes. So it's definitely a lot of money coming in. Right, so the question now remains, let's continue with this deck to see the specifics. The question now remains to be, so you get to see access to how to make money in another way, and you actually make it. So how is this going to happen? 10 of Wands. Four of Cups. Oh. The Tower. And the Two of Wands. I definitely see a lot of a strong element of something unexpected with the Four of Cups and the Tower card. I think this is how you see yourself in terms of what kind of life you can live. I think this is more so talking about energy. And how did I miss that? The whole reading has been about energy. This is a reading that is showing you that how, as you unexpected things show up in your life and it gives you access to more money, more wealth, you will realize that you were limiting your own power, which is what was happening here in the Death card. In the Devil card, how you were limiting that access of wealth because you had a limited view about your own manifestation powers, how you can make money. And here I see that as your energy is being cleansed and you are more and more in tune into your own power, in your own belief, in your own faith, in your open-mindedness to receive. We did get the Receive card here, to receive. So you're opening up your mind. That's why I have intuition. You're opening up your mind and attuning to the universe. That's why you have the High Priestess. This is not like, maybe you were more into the mindset of, how can I get money? Let me try this. Let me try that. Let me try this and this and that. There's nothing wrong with that. But without the internal, perhaps, belief that sometimes it can come easily, to let the universe have its own way to bring it in for you. There was a limited belief within you that it's hard, maybe, that you can't get it, that it's frustrating, that maybe with the 10 of Wands you must work hard, so hard for it. And so with the High Priestess, it gives me an understanding that your view of the world and your view of money specifically is changing these days. You're getting access to much more wealth as you open your mind spiritually to the idea that money doesn't have to come through so much suffering. That doesn't mean it's not right to go after the things and to work hard for it. But within you, you must be open to knowing that things come easy, that the universe is abundant, that you don't have to suffer. So you're removing this idea of suffering. You can even see it here on the Devil card, carrying a lot. carrying a lot because you're following an idea. And as you are working, don't forget ever that things do come easily for you if you open your mind and heart to it. And this is how your view of the world is changing. Negative energy, old beliefs, dogmas, and limiting, stuck limiting beliefs are being pushed out as your energy is being cleansed, as something within your heart is growing and being more relaxed. I think it's the idea of letting go. You've somehow, I get it. Perhaps you were so attached to something and you felt like this is the thing that's going to bring money. And it seems like you're like, you know what? I'm letting this go. If it's meant to come, it's meant to come. If it's not, it's not. Your internal feelings of just let it be. If it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be. Let me just work anyways. But if it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be. If it's not, it's not. It's all good. That kind of energy, the release and the letting go, is what is going to get this unexpected blessing. So as you hear this message, continue vibrating in that way. Continue enjoying your life. If it comes, it comes. If not, you're good. That is, after so much digging in your reading here, that is the energy that is easily bringing money and abundance into your life, as well as that beautiful community that you're surrounding yourself with. So now is the time for you to receive your blessings. You can even see it here. That's what's happening in your life. Receptivity. You are going to start receiving money easily into your life, my dear pile number 1 specifically. So this was your reading of what unexpected blessings are coming into your life. And I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And just a quick reminder, guys, I did put out the Productivity ePlanner. This way you can print it out forever, and it allows you through the charts and the fun games and everything to apply very well each and every chapter of the Productivity ebook, allowing you to become a productive person effortlessly, all while you enjoy the process. If you're interested in checking it out, it's out now on the website. I will also leave a link to it as always in the description box. And my dear pile number 1, thank you so much for tuning in, sending you so much love, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful Malachite. Your card is the stand card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, I feel like this one's moved. I've also moved this one, so I'm going to trust the process and take it. If you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just a way for others to pick their piles as well. Today, we're taking a look at what unexpected blessing is coming into your life. Okay. So, my dear pile number 2, you have set your intentions. Wow, I feel like something is setting off. Wow. Okay. You have Uranus with breakthrough. So, the keywords here are change, originality, awakening, Aquarius, shocking, revolutionary, innovation, sudden events, epiphanies, unconventional, and unusual. Unconventional and unusual are 2 words that are definitely standing out to me intuitively for you. You have the goat and willow with overcoming obstacles. And you have Mars in Sagittarius with domination. Oh my God. I feel like this is definitely mimicking the energy. It's very synchronistic here of the card stand. We'll talk about that in a moment, but let's get a full reading before we begin and put a row of tarot cards so that we understand what this unexpected blessing is yet. Because I already kind of see a little bit, but I don't know what it is. So let's find out. Let's go again. All right, so you have, whoa, the Six of Wands with success. The Seven of Swords with politics. Yeah, I feel like this definitely talks about politics here. Not like news type of politics, but I'll show you what I mean. Seven of Swords. You have the Two of Wands with possibilities. You have the Knight of Pentacles with slowing down. And you have the Five of Pentacles with the Outsider. And finally, you have the Hanged Man with New Vision. I feel like there is a reversal in a situation in your life where you feel locked out. Things are moving slow. You generally don't know what to do. I feel like there is one power winning over you. And I feel like with the Two of Wands that there's a shift in power dynamics happening. And that's why you have winning and success as your first card. So here, do you see, like, you have someone here winning over someone else. And it might not be with someone. It could be with a challenge that you have in your life, by the way. So the reason I'm seeing you're winning over someone is because here with stand in Slavic paganism, of course, they would carve their deities out of, and their idols out of wood. And during the Christian wars and how Europe was changing into Christianity during the 12th century, most of these, all, if not all of these pagan idols were broken, dragged down to this, what is it called? Drowned, broken down, except one idol is the idol of war. I cannot remember its name, the idol's name. Let me check. Svetovid, I believe. Idol of war. And the reason this specific idol stood in its place, untouched, is because Rani, a Slavic pagan tribe, were very protective and they were very active, and they made sure that as the wars of Christianity and everyone that tried bringing it down, they stood there strong, protecting their beliefs, and no one was able to touch it. So to me, this makes me feel like something is challenging you, a person or a situation is challenging you, and here you're standing your ground. And because you are standing your ground, you're creating a shift in dynamics where you are winning over this situation. So here with the Two Faces, I feel like breakthrough. I feel like perhaps someone or a situation, you thought maybe this situation was easily going to win over you, or somebody thought they could win over you easily, only to find out that you're standing your ground in such a strong way that's really shocking for them, allowing you to win this situation easily. Whereas previously it seemed like you were locked out. Also with the Child and the Five of Pentacles, perhaps you were seen as there wasn't much that you could do. And with the New Vision here of the Hanged Man, this definitely talks about a shift in power, a shift in how everybody's seeing the situation, you, them, and an instant shift of power. I have no idea what the situation is, but it obviously seems to be something that was locking you out of something, making you feel helpless. Although with the key lock here being open, you always had something to do to lock yourself out, but maybe you saw things in a different way. And now you are showing what your real power is, overcoming this obstacle once and for all. Set your intentions and stand shows that how you finding internal power and going, no, I'm not accepting this, is shifting the dynamics on the outside world. So let's get more clarity on what this situation is. Let's get to the specifics here. I'll use this deck for specifics. What is this situation, please, for pile number 2, in which they're gaining power? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands makes me feel like it's the first time you're gaining that type of power. Wow, Queen of Swords. You're definitely holding a form of power here. Because you're acting out of a place of what the right thing to do is, rather than how you feel about it with the Queen of Swords. And so you're moving intelligently here with the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords. I feel like you are intelligently escaping a situation rather than specifically fighting it, which is perhaps what the other person or situation here was expecting of you. The Empress holding the pomegranate. You know, the pile number 1 had the pomegranate. You might want to check it out. Somehow, only you will understand how both readings will resonate with you, whether these are 2 separate events or maybe they're just one, and only you understand how they fit to your situation. So you have the Empress holding the pomegranate. You have the Two of Cups. Some of you, this is a connection. I understand that it's not for all of you. Empress and Two of Cups. So this could be 1 or 2, like a romantic connection with the Two of Cups. It could be like a connection with a parent, perhaps, with the Empress, but not necessarily. When it comes to connections, then these are the 2 scenarios that I see. And Ace of Pentacles, okay, and the Five of Cups. Pile number 1 also had dropping something out of their lives. So what am I seeing this situation in specifics? Now I understand that these cards are explaining different situations for each one listening. So parent, lovers, maybe you were bullied and you escaped this situation, or you faced it by being smart and not acting out of emotions, which allowed you to escape it rather than getting into the war, making you win something. One of you, someone was supposed to get an opportunity, and you standing your ground allowed you maybe to show your capabilities, allowed you to show who you are, and gave you that opportunity. So it's like you're celebrating your opportunity in life. So that's happening here for you. Maybe 2 competitors presenting their services to someone, and you becoming the winner company as you stand there and say, no, I can do this, I will not do that, I know I can deliver this with quality. So you're winning this by standing your ground. For some of you, it's an opportunity that you were trying to pursue. 5 of Pentacles, you had lack of it. You felt like you couldn't reach that opportunity. As you stood there going, no, I'm going to get it. It's mine. I'm going to make it happen. There's no way this is not mine. You are these days getting that opportunity. You're finally getting what you deserve because you believed so much that it was going to be yours, stood your ground despite won over maybe your demons, or won over your negative thoughts, or people who told you couldn't do it, or the challenges in your way, and decided you were going to take it. You are going to take that final energy I'm seeing here with the Hanged Man and the Five of Cups is that you were enduring a disappointing situation. Perhaps previously you felt like you couldn't do anything about it. And because you stood there strong, defended yourself, said no, set your boundaries, you now get to drop the old dynamics, and there's a new way in which you are seen, my dear pile number 2. And as you're seen in a different light, just like the Hanged Man, there is a change in how you are being treated or the benefits as a consequence that you are getting. Also here, it doesn't have to be a parent. Why are we so focused on motherhood? Empress, especially that we're seeing the pomegranate, which we should have focused on actually, and the wheat, all of this is a representation of blessings. So some of you are waiting for some results. There are possibilities. You may get these results and you may not get them. And at the moment you're going back and forth, not knowing, are you going to get these results? Are you going to get this opportunity? Is this going to work out for you? You're like, you don't know. And so if that is your situation, it's like, is this going to work out for me? Is this going to happen for me? You put in the work and you don't know. The answer here is yes. The unexpected blessing is that you are going to be filled with blessings on to the positive, to whatever it is that you want, when it comes to something that you're waiting for. And by the way, this is your pile. This could be like a breakthrough of different energies happening in your life. It doesn't have to be just one of these. It could be so many of these. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I read in the comment section that for you guys, all of these maybe are resonating with you. That type of Uranus breakthrough energy is happening in your life. Maybe Uranus is affecting you these days in your chart. I'm not an astrologer. I'm very sorry, I can't expand on that. But what I can say is, you reading your cards, that type of energy is very prevalent in your life. And it seems like many things are changing here in your life for you, not just one. Okay, so let's continue to see more information about this unexpected blessing and how it's affecting your life. I think if we start asking how it's affecting your life, we get a more understanding of it, how your life is changing because of this blessing. So you have the Devil card. It's interesting. Even in pile number 1, their clarification was the Devil card. So yeah, you might want to check pile 1 out. You have the Devil card. Actually, let's push it up so you can see it. You have the Judgment card. Ooh, with Anubis. Right, so a new gateway is opening up to you that was previously inaccessible. You've got the Eight of Wands. That's the exact card that popped up in pile number 2. I highly recommend it here. You can even see the flare of the fire going up. You have the Hermit. You have the Eight of Cups, same cards. What are the odds? And you've got the Sun card. So how is it affecting your life? It's finally giving you access to something that you were prevented from getting into. It's like, no, you can't go there. No, you can't go there. Or you wanted to do something freely before, you didn't have access to that. You wanted to maybe take ownership of your own decisions. You couldn't do that. There was something that you so badly wanted access to. Could be something pertaining to your health, anything like that. You couldn't get, you could see it, you couldn't get it, you were frustrated. Now you're being given access to that. I forgot to tell you why. Not only is the Judgment card is moving from one world to the other, which is perhaps why you have Anubis here, but Anubis is the deity that guards the tunnel between this world and the other world. the whole of judgment. So you can see how you were cut access from something, and now you're given access now to something. And remember when we talked about tribe? It's really crazy. If you watch pile number 1, you'll see, you will be smiling, because that's exactly it here, the element of tribe. So I think now tribe is significant in your reading, but I need to think, how is tribe significant in your reading? This time, it seems like many people are partnering up with you, or that you are entering a new society. You're going to have access to a group of people with strong energy. Maybe you'll get access to people who can help you with your mission, or maybe you're gonna work with a company that, just like the fire here, everybody knows about, a very powerful one. But I do see you gaining access to a community that's very giving, but very strong. They at least will be very giving to you. They're a strong community that cannot be beaten down. And I feel like you'll be happy and proud to be part of this community. Because previously with the hermits, you were on your own. So your collaboration with this community will give you and them, everybody, so much power. And instead of being alone, you're joining the sun, you're joining the fire, you're joining the light. Instead of being alone, you're like, oh my God, this access that I just got to this community maybe is going to give you so much wealth, so much, and you can see it with the abundance here, directly related to the abundance. So much power, maybe so much love, depending on how this resonates with you. And that's what you're, with the 6 of Wands here, celebrating, it seems. And you are the gate, maybe there was a gatekeeper who you are winning over. You're like, get to the side. You thought that I wasn't the right person for this, but I am, kind of thing. You overcoming this person, this challenge, will prove to be the very person or situation that was gatekeeping you from realizing an awesome world. And so as this person's out of the way, you gain access to a community with power that gives you abundantly, or at least allows you to share the abundance that they have. You're part of this community now. And you're leaving something behind with the 8 of Cups in conjunction to Hermit. You're like, no, I don't need to do it on my own anymore. I don't need to do this. You leave something behind. And just like the planets, you are now part of the community, getting to enjoy the blessings of the light. Okay, and what will this result to specifically? The Knight of Pentacles. You're reaping what you're sowing. This will result in you starting to reap a lot of results that are materialistic. So if this is work, this will result in you finally getting, you finally receiving, you starting to make maybe money. And also the Knight of Pentacles is consistent, like you're starting to make more money consistently, or starting to get results consistently. The reaping power and tool is in your hands. Also, you're protected, you're armored, and you're like, now it's the time to receive. Everything I plow is guaranteed to give me. Having the power to whatever you put in, you get out. Whatever you put in, you get out. What else? King of Pentacles. This is resulting again to you getting a lot of wealth. If this is money and work, this is resulting in you making a lot of money. If this is a goal you're working towards, then it is resulting to you getting a lot of the desired results. And you know, pentacles are like realistic changes, things that you can see and feel and count on. Actual results happening. Okay, one more card of the actual results. The Nine of Wands. You seem to be very protected here, guarded. Nine of Wands. I did notice it here. Oh, and I was thinking, why are you so guarded? And I forgot that at the beginning of the reading, you had to stand tall to protect yourself. So perhaps in the past you felt vulnerable, you felt locked out, you felt alone, and there were people guarding this. Now that you're into this society, you're protected. Nobody can take this from you. It seems like the protection element is so strong here. And so the third benefit here, the third clear result, is you being guarded and protected. I'm just wondering why. Hierophant. Oh, protected from, you seem to have dogma here. I don't know what you're going through, but you seem to have a form of dogma here with the Hierophant and the religions and what happened with the pagan idols. So let me think. I need to think about this. Protected from what? What are you up to? Pile number 2. I don't know. Protected from people who have so much power to take these results from you, I would say. You even have the Devil card here. It's like people picking at opportunities. And you're going to be part of a strong society, bright as the sun, that will protect you from other types of authorities that will want to snatch what you have. That's what I'm seeing. And that's why you're going through a huge breakthrough. I just got to trust the process. Sometimes I read things and I'm like, what is that? And I read your comment section and it resonates with you. So I'm going to trust the process even if I don't understand what this energy is. Politics. Perhaps I should have paid attention from the beginning. Maybe this reading is about big energies that I don't understand. Maybe you guys are huge business people or something. I don't know what this is, but I do know, and I trust the cards, that you standing tall will take out a guard keeper who kept you out of something. Now you're part of this huge community. You get to reap the benefits, all the benefits of it, and you get to be protected from the type of energy that would want to snatch things from you. So when is this happening for you, my dear pile number 2? Oh, this one moved. Please take timing with a grain of salt. Queen of Pentacles is 13. You know, the rabbit here reminds me of the year of the rabbit. That's last year. Perhaps some of you started something last year. This is when you felt like you couldn't get in. And this year, you're going to start getting the results. Right, back to the timing. Back to the timing. The fortune is in the pentacle. The pentacle has 5 sides. Oh, but there's something else I'm noticing. It's like the mouth is hidden here. Perhaps this is telling me not to say the 5. Maybe this is just saying, as it's looking at us, maybe it's saying it's happening now for you. Let me confirm this. Intuitive feeling I have about this. 3 of Cups is celebration. I think this is gonna start happening now for you, my dear pile number 2. Just one more confirmation. Is this now for pile number 2, please? Is it now? I think yes. King of Swords. I think this is now. I think this is happening now for you, my dear. In fact, this figure looks like the pagan idol here. And I feel like you're standing tall now, and it's changing everything for you. That energy that you're changing within will ward off this gatekeeper. That was a nasty one. And you will gain access to wealth and abundance and the community. So, my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see happening in your reading. I would say trust the process, let things unveil in its time, but I believe that you saw this reading for a reason and you will be surprised. Sometimes you listen to a pile and you're like, whoa, and then things happen down the line and you're like, wow, that was exactly what I saw in my reading. And you guys tell me about that a lot. So trust the process, let things unveil in its due time, and for you to see the magic of how things happen in your life. But all in all, this is exactly what I see as the unexpected blessings that are about to show up in your life. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And by the way, very quickly, I want to announce that the Productivity ePlanner is now out. It allows you, through the charts and all the fun activities in the ePlanner, to apply every single idea in the Productivity eBook that allows you to be a productive person right away, all while having fun. It's going to be an easy peasy process. You know, you read the chapter, you get into the planner, which is exactly designed for you to apply that chapter, and you seeing your life organizing and happening for you. So if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I wish you the best of luck with this blessing, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what unexpected blessings are happening to you in your life. And before we begin your reading, let me quickly introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Goldstone, and your card is the Rebirth card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, I feel this one is sliding out, so let's take it. Then in that case, the signs for this pile are Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, and Aries. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you guys, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Right, so let's explore your reading and see what your unexpected blessing is. I have a feeling I want to put these two together here. So you have Mars in Scorpio with revenge and Mars in Libra with choice. No wonder these two had to come together. Both Mars energy, and both seem to be an action that you will choose to make that will start something in your life, a huge blessing in your life these days. All right, some of you, this action has already been taken in maybe March, during the spring. I feel like you have changed during the spring, or you have taken an action, a strong action. You've made a strong choice during the spring, and you will be seeing the blessings of this choice, of this move now. All right, so let's see what this blessing is. Oh, this came in pile number 1. So if you're drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it. You have the Bat and Hellbore with intuition. It makes me feel like you've taken an action, you've taken a choice because it was the right thing to do back then, without knowing that the choice or the action that you've made will actually bring you these results now. You don't see this coming. So you have clear away old energies. Exactly. So that new blessing that's coming is helping you clear away something from the past. making way for the new. And finally, you have trine with harmony. I love this for you. So the keywords are opportunities, luck, flow, beneficial, reward, synchronicity, good vibes, ease, positivity, supportive, expansive, overindulgent, and complacent. So overall, trine is a beautiful energy. And to explore it further, let's take a look at your tarot cards. I feel like the frames are taking space. How about we put the frames on top of each other? This way we get more reading space. So, what is this blessing exactly? And I love this deck because it gets to show us exactly what the energy is. And I feel all of these cards came out, so let's take a look at them. So you have the Eight of Cups. See, clear away old energies. The Eight of Cups is walking away from something, and you've got the rebirth here. So some surprise is happening due to some action that you've taken in the spring that will allow you to walk away from something that you're in or you're doing right now and to begin anew. This new journey that you're on feels like a great opportunity with trine, feels very beneficial, feels like it's full of rewards. And did I read overnight? No, I must have thought about that. Okay, and it feels like it's full of luck. It's something that you will love, and it will allow you to move from old energies that you didn't like. You have the Nine of Wands. Wow, we've got the Ten of Cups. You're really going to be happy about this. You have the Ten of Wands, 10-10. And you've got the Six of Cups. Do we have space for one more card? Yes, we actually do. Right. So let's pull out a card. The Death card, a huge transformation here. So a huge transformation. In terms of heavy energy that you are carrying with the Ten of Wands. How this blessing is happening, do you see the Six of Cups, which represents children, child, and you can see in the Ten of Cups, the synchronicity here when it comes to children, a child holding on to their parents' hands. And let's take a look at this dynamics. The child is born and it finds itself without anything in return, being adored, loved, served, taken care of, kissed, and every whim and every need is taken care of by the parents. And if you ask the parents, why are you doing all this? The parents will say, oh my God, this is the biggest blessing in my life. If they don't even start crying about it and saying, this is my bundle of joy. This is the cutest, most sweetest thing that happened in my life. We are going to devote our lives to make our child happy and make sure that they have everything that they want in their life. So the reason I'm so focused on the child in the Ten of Cups here is because you have the Six of Cups. So I'm getting a crazy idea. It seems like there is some form of spoiling energy. Hear me out. I feel like someone or something or a company is adopting you. Let me change your candle. Or someone here will love everything about you. And that will bring your light again after it was put out in the past. And so your life is changing because Nine of Wands is someone being very confident, someone standing strong, someone's got some form of power perhaps, someone who doesn't have easy access to with the gatekeeping of the Nine of Wands. you're getting maybe access to someone who isn't specific, to be specific, it isn't easy to get access to. That's why you don't see coming. Perhaps you don't see them, they can see you. And this person, this organization, this opportunity, whatever this is, saw you due to the strong action that you have taken back in March or the last spring. And this organization, this person, this lover, whoever this is going to be for you, will appreciate you so much. And there is notion of full adoption kind of thing. Like, perhaps, like for example, this is an investor. If it's love, you know, love is easy. This is a person who will adore you, will create a family with you, the 10 of Cups. This is like a nurturing type of person who wants to take care of you, because that's the nurturing energy that we're seeing here. Like, it's not taking care of you because you want to be taken care of necessarily, but that's the energy. They want to make you happy. So example, that's easy when it comes to love. When it comes to business, it's, for example, the energy of an investor who sees a specific action that you've taken and they're like, oh, I love everything you're doing. I want to bring you under my wing, and I know you can do great things, and I'm here harboring you until you make this work. So investor, or maybe this is a new manager who sees you suffering with your old manager, and they're like, would you like to join my department? I see how hard you work. I've seen what happened there. You're not going to see all these things with me. I will take care of you. I will make sure you're happy. Whenever you want to leave because you have something important, I will support you. Whenever you need help with your project, I'm there. And it's such a different manager who loves having you as part of the team. So that's love, business. What else? Lawyer. Revenge, maybe lawyer, maybe you're getting a good lawyer. Hey, I've seen what's happening to you. I believe in your case, and I'm there until I take care of you and end this for you. So it could be a multitude of things, but that is the energy we're seeing for the collective of an action that you've taken. And due to that action, you've got someone who's not easily, people don't easily have access to, see you, believe in you, wants to harbor you, almost to a point of being spoiled in a good way. They just want to take good care of you because they love being part of what you're doing or what you offer or who you are even as a person, carrying that heaviness from you, like lifting that heaviness from you and changing your whole life due to what they're offering. I don't think it's even an offer. I feel like, hey, let me do this, please, kind of thing. I feel like you wouldn't reject this offer, kind of thing. I'm so curious, what action did you take back in March? Pile number 3. If I may, what action did you take? Devil card, 5 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. And the Fool card. See, that means amidst you, someone trying to tie you with something, you're like, you know what? I'd rather go without anything at all than be attached like that. And the Fool card shows that you started anew. Yeah, something of that nature. Let me remove the 3 cards here. Yeah, something of that nature. And could have been any time during the spring. It doesn't have to be March, by the way. Any time during the spring, you could have taken an action like that. Okay, so we did the clarification. Now let me change decks. Change things around a little bit, get new energy, and get more clarification on what's going to happen in your life. Let's start to see how this blessing is changing your life. Wow, you're completing an old chapter. You saw it through till the end with the completion card. You finally see everything, and you're ending an old chapter for sure. It's like that opportunity that allows you to feel comforted, loved, and not have to worry about all of the things that had to do with the past. And with the Page of Pentacles, you get to embark on a new adventure that you will really love. Look at the rainbows here. It's all so positive and beautiful and full of blessings up ahead. You can see it. You can see that this new path is full of blessings. Again, you get this child. It makes me feel like someone or something wants to take care of you. So you've got the Five of Pentacles with the outsider. You have the Three of Swords with isolation. You have the Knight of Swords with fighting. And finally, you have the Seven of Wands with stress. So what's happening in your life? Obviously, you're completing a chapter of feeling left out, of feeling like you don't have access to the things that you want, of feeling the lack, which we saw, the Five of Pentacles right there. You were going through lack as you've left something and said, you know, I'd rather have nothing at all than go through and be attached to that type of toxic energy. So you're completing a chapter of unknownness where things are starting to be bright and super hopeful. And you can see it here with the rainbow. You're finally getting access to that hope and awesome life that you wanted. You're completing a life of being left out, not knowing how to access that. You're ending a life of suffering and crying and feeling the pain, feeling frozen in place, really not knowing what to do. It seems as you walked away from this and had to fight it, you were frozen. You reached a point of genuinely not knowing what to do. And you had to push through and fight through. See, what you're ending here is the fighting through and the pushing through and having to deal with toxic people and toxicity. All of that is ending. Not to mention the stress here. You're ending the many things you had to juggle at the same time. And that's why you're the one being given to now. You're the one being comforted now and taken care of. You no longer have to like communicate a lot, maybe scream on top of your lungs, perhaps. Can you see your card? Feeling stressed, handling too many things at the same time. Bam, forget about that. So that's why you have an end, walking away from all of this terrible energy as you embark on a new one. Okay, so how is this energy going to happen is the next question. Yeah, we know it's through someone now lifting that heaviness from you. So let's get more information on that. So how is this heavy energy, which is why I read the cards here this way, being lifted from you this way? And I know you don't see this coming with the bat here. King of Pentacles. So it's being lifted through someone who is wealthy with the King of Pentacles. Or if this is not wealth, at least they have the means and the resources to make this happen. Queen of Swords. They have power. Let's see. Can you see your cards? Let's just push them up. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords. The Eight of Cups. This card popped up in the 3 piles today. You have the Seven of Wands. Do you see the branch cracking right there? Your life, it seems like, was on the verge of cracking. Like this person genuinely came at the right time, because you were on the verge for things to just, and you can see it with the cards here. I don't think you could have tolerated this any longer. Six of Swords and the Hermit. So how is this happening? it is happening through a person who has the resources and the power and the intelligence with the Queen of Swords to make things happen. And through them generously sharing all of this with you happily, they're giving you the space to make the choice to leave something that was already about to fall. You can see it here all over your cards. That wasn't working, whatever that was. The ship here shows us that although you're leaving an old energy, they're harboring you just to grow, just like the Six of Cups, giving you the space to transition to another safe harbor with the Six of Swords to the Hermit. So this is a person, I get it, just like parents, who's not going to be there forever, like babying you. This is a person who understands that right now you need that lift in your life. You need that. And so they're lifting off all the weight, allowing you to heal, to move from that toxic energy, saving you on the brink of something falling, and giving you the space, just like parents do, to heal and transition and move to something that's much better. And the reason I reached that conclusion is because the Six of Swords is moving towards the Hermit, which is them giving you the capability of being self-reliant and self-dependent. But also realizing, in order for you to do that, and that's why you have children from different decks, they understand that they have the power to help someone like that. Perhaps this is someone who is empathetic and wishes someone would have helped them as well one day. And maybe this is your good karma. And so they want to give you this opportunity. They're like, hey, heal. Don't worry about things falling. Forget about that chapter in your life. Move on. I'm here to support you until you are able to transition and make it out on your own. And, you know, these types of people, they exist. They're all around us. And I feel like the unexpected blessing, actually, after having read all of this, the real unexpected blessing is you meeting somebody like that. Maybe the inaccessibility doesn't necessarily mean in that case that this is a person who people don't have access to, although it could be. But it's kind of like having access to these beautiful types of souls that want to jump in and help people understand that we all, in one time of our lives or another, can make use of a little bit of help. If we all stand there giving a hand to each other, it's going to be a beautiful world after all, isn't it? And so basically this person is helping you to remove the old energies and allow for the healing process and the independence to happen. Just like, maybe this is a doctor, by the way, could be for some of you, if this is an illness, maybe this is a doctor who will be able to give your body the break needed to heal itself by itself as well. That could be another thing, depending on how this resonates with you. But overall, you will be meeting someone who will be able to give you that type of break so that you can get up on your 2 feet again, face life. And it is a hit of luck here that's happening for you, and be able to do your own thing, build your own thing, or do things at least the way that you like. It could be a lover who will love you, cherish you, help you out in a specific situation as well, until you're able to come out of it stress-free, stand on your own 2 feet, and together you can have a beautiful relationship together. Overall, this is peaceful energy, especially with harmony. This person is coming in peace, doesn't want anything in return for it. It's really just a helping hand. One last question. How will you be able to identify this person? How will you be able to identify this person? How are they going to contact you? Whoa. So 6 of Wands, you're going to be so excited with this connection, this communication when they reach out to you. Six of Wands is victory. Perhaps it feels like winning the lottery. You will not be able to contain the happiness of how somebody can do that for someone. Aloneness with the Hermit. Keep getting the Hermit. And the Source. You'll be surprised that although you are hermit, you are alone, that someone can see you like that. Yeah, although you're not seen, somebody can see you. Maybe you're the one who's inaccessible. You will really be surprised how, out of the blue, out of the darkness, someone can see what's going on very well and will want to help. Like, what medium is this communication through, please? Three of Cups. It's through maybe somebody in common between the two of you. Yeah, that's exactly what I see. Perhaps that's how they can see you. Maybe you're on your own, have a few close friends or something. Maybe one of your friends talks about your situation or your dream or what you're going through. Or maybe you're in a team, one of the team members talks about you to another manager. Something like that. But through a connection, one of your small, tight people that you talk to, this is how this person is seeing you, although you're not really seen. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out the Productivity ePlanner. I've just released that to help you guys be able to apply every single idea in the Productivity eBook, where each chapter teaches you how to become a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And the ePlanner is coming to do exactly that. Every single idea that you read is easily applicable in the planner, where you get to fill out the charts or do the fun activities or the things that help guide you on how to apply this idea right away, so that everything is set out for your success. And if you're interested in checking it out, you will find a link to it down in the description box. And my dear pile number 3, I'm really wishing you the best in your life for what's to come. I wish you to always stand strong on your own 2 feet and to have the things that you desire come into your life. May you always be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.